1 FM and AM 1160 and our free video stream on Renda Digital TV. You can look for all of our broadcast links at WCCSradio.com.
8:45 in the morning. It's Indiana in the Morning on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Well, I'm sure that folks recognize the two people with the microphones right now because they're with us once a year. They only come to see me once a year. Michelle Petrucci and Mike Rieg with us this morning. The IUP International Scholars are here, the Fulbright scholarships, and we look so forward to this segment every year. It's brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Well, you've brought us some more scholars, Michelle. That's very nice.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. Yeah, it's the Fulbright Distinguished Awards in Teaching Programs International Teachers. Whew, that's a mouthful. So we say the Fulbright DAI or FDAI, and it's a highly selective program and funded by the U.S. Department of State, Educational and Cultural Affairs, and managed by IREX, a nonprofit based in Washington, D.C. We're very fortunate at IUP. There were only two universities who were selected to host this year, so it was IUP and University of Rochester. So again, we're an excellent company.
Yeah.
This is our 9th year that we're hosting this program. It was the ILEP Fellows before, and now it's the FDAI. And in total, we've had 158 of these K-12 educators from, it was originally like 22 countries. And for this year, we have 21 FDAIs at IUP, 13 women, 8 men from 14 countries: Bangladesh, Botswana, Brazil, Finland, India, Indonesia, Israel, trying to see my own handwriting, Mexico, Morocco, Philippines, Senegal, Taiwan, Uganda, and the United Kingdom. It's the first year we've had the United Kingdom. So there's a lot of pressure on Megan and Nebiat. And before I stop, I just want to send a couple thanks. I want to thank the Indiana and IUP communities, especially you and Josh for having us every year, and also the Fulbright Friendship host, the Indiana Area School District and the Pittsburgh Public School District, the administrators and teachers, of course, Dr. Driscoll and Dr. Lucahan's leadership at IUP, the IUP professors and the IUP FDAI team, which includes Mike, and several other people. Dan Petrov in my office, many of you know him as Coach Petrov, and Farzi Jahangiri, who is the program assistant, and finally Dr. Sue Rigg, who is my co-conspirator for this program. So thank you so much, Todd.
Mike, have you emphasized to all of these scholars that Michelle is an Excellence Award winner, and therefore they should show her great respect?
I'm really glad you brought that up, because we're very proud of her, and she does a tremendous job with this program, and it's a well-deserved award that she received. So congratulations to her. It's awesome.
You.
Michelle, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Todd. Thank you, Mike.
Can we meet the scholars soon?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so come on up and visit with us this morning. We will start on my left, and you are first in line. Who are you?
I'm Megan. I'm from the UK, so I'm one of the new ones that Michelle was talking about.
And so you come to IUP as a part of this experience. You've been in the country how long?
I think we've been here about a month and a half now. We came in the middle of August. And we were just saying, we can't believe how fast it's all gone. It's like flown by.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's going to go so quickly. But we're really, really happy to be here. And we've already learnt so much. And everyone here, we've said, is so welcoming and so kind. So we're really having the most amazing time. Thank you for having us.
So you're here at IUP. And obviously you go across town to Indiana Area School District.
Yeah.
And have you been to the Pittsburgh schools yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, we're coming up. We met our teachers last week on Zoom, but we haven't been into the schools yet. But
so that's still to come.
Yeah.
What do you teach?
I'm a kindergarten teacher.
A kindergarten
So I'm the only
teacher.
one. Everyone else is mostly secondary school, or what we call secondary school, so high school. But I'm a kindergarten teacher, so it's a little bit different going into different schools and seeing how they're done here.
Is the UK structured differently at that age for students than we are?
I think the main difference is we go to school a bit earlier. So in England, we call it reception instead of kindergarten, and we go in at age 4. So it's just we start a year earlier and then go up to 18. and go to what we call college. But university, what you guys call college. And so it's a similar structure. So we have like our primary school, which is our like elementary school, and then our high schools, which are our secondary schools.
Well, it's very good to meet you.
Thank you.
For coming in.
Thank you very much.
Let's meet our next scholar. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are?
I'm Shuman and I'm from Bangladesh.
From Bangladesh?
Yeah.
And what do you teach there?
I teach English language in elementary level, actually in grade 4 students.
So you come here to America, and one of the things I always wonder about when talking to people who teach language arts in another country is the accents that we notice among our own people here. Are they as noticeable to you coming to this country from where you live?
Yeah, it's noticeable, and it's very much noticeable because English is not our second language, but it's a foreign language. So it is obviously definitely noticeable, the differences.
Yeah. Well, we don't think here in Western Pennsylvania we have an accent at all. But others seem to think that we do. But is where you come from in Bangladesh, is it like that? Do you have different dialects that are spoken?
Obviously, we have different dialects in different districts, and we can easily find that. And another difference I find here that actually I'm a language teacher, so I can easily find that there are sound differences because in English language there are 44 sounds, but we have 50 sounds. Yeah. So that easily makes differences.
I don't want to know what those sounds are. Well, many countries, of course, within your own country, you have different languages, entirely different languages within the country itself. Is it that way in Bangladesh, or are you all generally speaking the same language?
Generally, we speak the same language. We have dialects, but the official or state language is Bengali. Yeah. Therefore, we communicate in Bengali. And we use English only to communicate with the foreigners.
We understand. Well, it's very good to have you here with us. When you go into an English classroom at Indiana High School, or when you're in a class at IUP, what do you notice about the way those classes are conducted that seems different from where you are?
Actually, here I notice the language differences, how they actually when we learn or teach, that is called sometimes the official language, but here the native speakers, their speaking is, I find something different. And I also find the cultural difference. But when we teach a language, actually that is without we teaching language without the culture. But here we are in the same language and in that culture. So, So I noticed that the culture, how they speak in their culture, the language. So it also helps me. And when I will be back to my country, so it will help me to teach my learners, not only the language, but also the culture. Yeah. And we cannot separate the language from the culture. It is inseparable.
Very good to meet you. Thank you for coming in. We're going to go to my microphone on the right here. And you're next in line. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are?
Babakar Sadihnya, but you can just call me Babakar.
Okay. And from what country are you?
From Senegal.
From Senegal?
Yeah.
All right. So you teach what?
English in the secondary schools.
You teach English in secondary schools as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. From that standpoint, do most of your students already have some background in English by the time they come to you?
Yes. Because they start English at grade 6. And then in the middle school, they do English 4 years before coming to the senior high school. So they have good background.
So they're generally Senegalese until they get to grade 6?
Yes.
Yeah.
French, they learn French because French is our official language. Yes. Okay. English is a foreign language.
Okay. Yeah. So here in America, when you see the way, I'll ask the same question I asked of him, when you see the way that language arts are taught here, is it all that different from the way that you teach?
Yes, sure. It's different, yeah. Because here I have noticed, like when I went to Indiana High School, senior high school, the use of technology here in teaching English is very important thing. And I want to learn about. So once back in my home country, I could see how I can integrate technology to teach English as well. So as mentioned, Shimon, culture is also is something they integrate, and it made me aware that we can teach a language, but also we can also teach them our culture. I mean, to adapt it to our own culture and teach them.
Yeah, one of the interesting things to me is that here in America we teach English literature and basic English grammar or structure as basically two different disciplines within one classroom setting.
Yeah, but in Senegal, generally, we don't teach English literature in the senior high schools, maybe at university. Last time I was in Mr. Mike Ferran's class. He was dealing with literature like the simile, I mean, metaphor, and so forth. And then that we learn it in French. But once you go to university, for example, you want to learn English, at the English department, there you will learn about English literature. But in this school, generally, it's like we teach grammar, vocabulary, and most of the time we use some text, but we don't focus on the literary things.
Very good to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And good morning to you.
Good morning.
Who are you?
I am Yusra from Morocco.
From Morocco.
Yeah, that's right.
My son last year visited Morocco for 10 days.
Oh, good for him.
He went all over Morocco. He said it was such a wonderful country.
It is.
And so beautiful.
It is.
He was. So tell me what you teach in Morocco.
I teach English to junior high. Well, for the last 14 years, I've been teaching English to ninth graders. But in Morocco now, we're doing this thing where we're finishing the French era, so we want English to replace it. So it's a very exciting thing that's happening right now. And we're going to start teaching English from the 6th grade.
From the 6th grade. Yeah.
So that's something that I'm looking forward to. That's more work, but I'm looking forward to it.
Is it something new across Morocco that is happening?
Yeah, it's been developed only for the last probably like 5 to 6 years. They've been working on it, but now it's actually put into work.
And is that a reaction to the way that English is spoken around the world, that there's a recognition that we need to have more English instruction?
It doesn't really need English. It's like used everywhere in the world. It's universal. It's number one, I would say, in the world. So, but now with our students, they always need French. Isn't taking them that far enough. They need English to be able to travel anywhere in the world, to be able to work anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So they need it. So we're doing it out of need. That's the nice. First goal. Yeah.
That's nice. I remember when my son went last year, he said that the language barrier was not all that big and all that difficult at all, except he said when hailing a cab. and he said he learned that you should not hail cabs there at all. You should. They said go 2 blocks down the road and we'll come get you.
That is true, yeah. But I don't think you'll find any. Like we're pretty like multilingual in Morocco, so that's something we're proud of.
Yeah. So when you come here to America, take me onto the IUP campus and meeting and talking with people there, and learning about our culture here and how that mixes with yours.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say they're similar, but they are not so different. But the one thing that struck me the most is how kind people are here. It's like they're looking forward to helping you, to talking to you about the U.S. If you have anything you're curious about, people really generously offer their time and their kindness. So that's something that genuinely surprised me in a very good way. So, yeah.
Very nice.
That was a good thing.
Of course, previous Fulbright scholars who have come here have always said, we want to see snow.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're not going to see that
now. Yeah, we only hope so.
It has been very good to meet you all. And what school are you going to next? Michelle, maybe you can come in, or Mike. In Pittsburgh, which school are they going to this year?
At the high school, Brashear High School.
Back to Brashear.
Yeah, and we have elementary teachers at Brookline Elementary School.
Brookline Elementary.
So
yeah.
Elementary and senior high, even junior high.
Yeah. Well, those will be very different experiences from a country setting, a rural setting where we are, as opposed to an urban setting. Very good to meet you all. Thank you so much for coming in to visit with us. We appreciate that. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.
Howdy. Want to trade your hog over yonder for my rowboat here? We got to do it before the sun goes down because I'm doing some day trading.
You tomfool, that's not day trading. You really get my goat.
Okay, I'll take your goat then.
Hi, this is Brad Peterson, Managing Director of InFirst Financial Advisors and Osaic Institutions Investment Executive. Financial education is key to surviving in today's economy. Trying to earn with day trading can be risky and typically doesn't end well for the investor. InFirst Financial can help with a plan and investments for more dependable results. Start your relationship with InFirst Financial Advisors today. Give us a call at 866-349-3006, online at infirstfinancial.com.
Securities are offered through Osaic Institutions, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. InFirst Financial Advisors is a subsidiary of InFirst Bank. Osaic Institutions are not affiliated with either entity. Investment products are not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, may go down in value.